And we are back from the break and just about ready to set off. First of all, Solas, you calculated the time, so let's see.
Yeah, it's 30 days altogether.
30 days all together. All right, let me see.
12 days for 3 neutralized poisons, 15 days for 5
Yeah.
castings.
No. Hold on. I'm trying to count, and tossing numbers at me does not help. You should have enough to get that all done before you leave the sir.
Okay, that's good.
While I'm learning stuff from Ockar and Braxon, about running the ship, I'm also going to be teaching my apprentice probably spellcraft or something useful for him, as I assume he would only have what he grew up with, like dancing or cooking or something, as not one proficiencies.
I mean, if you haven't figured out the we'll
Yeah, I haven't yet.
Yeah,
I'm just saying while I'm doing the trip, I'm also teaching him whatever he wants to learn. That might be useful.
All right,
considering I
Finn,
can't do spell research, so.
It was brought up that you might want to look for some more herbs on Dragon Rock at a cemetery.
Yes, at night.
Okay. So, yeah, you'll be here on Dragon Rock for a day preparing to leave, so you'll have a night. So go ahead and do a check.
Yep, just gotta get the book open. There it is. Just to find out what the penalty is.
You could make macros for each one of those, if you care to. If you don't care to, then it's fine too. Something to consider.
Herbal magic and ghost root.
Yeah, I've got some of them, but they were made for me.
There we go. It's a -4 on the search.
Okay.
Well,
nope.
That'll be a no.
Yep. That is a no.
Lower growing period here, I guess.
Yeah, and it is not going to be the biggest cemetery anyway. It's just for like the the wealthier people and stuff like that. So
you're probably also not the only druid on Dragon Rock that comes by to harvest this from time to time.
There's like a queue of them.
Druids are pretty uncommon in space, so
fair.
Druid.
He probably is actually the only one.
But no, there's not a lot of us who have this kind of wanderlust, so
yeah. All right.
So your garden is the entire sphere rather than the planet.
His garden is all of space.
It's wherever I happen to be at the time.
Yeah, I was about to say his garden is the universe.
Okay. So with that, so first of all, while you were down on the planet, a pay period would have passed.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't remember if that came up and you'd gotten that one.
You said earlier that we were there over a month, and I said a pay period would have passed, but we didn't do anything about it.
Well, I can't remember if I said anything last session.
I don't remember that being brought up last session.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Sorry, what?
I'm waiting to see if Finn has a record of it.
Of
having done a pay period like last week.
Oh.
Yes, I recorded the one right at the beginning of the session when we mentioned we were down there for a month.
Oh, okay. All right. Also, let's see. This was a couple sessions ago, and a year had passed, and I don't remember if I brought that up.
No, I think you mentioned it.
Okay.
We've aged,
we've
added that.
Yeah, And Brax is actually younger than he started the game.
Damn.
Okay.
So that means that I go up to 26 then?
You should
Well,
have already done
if I brought it up,
Okay.
and Tom Brown is saying that I did, so
Yeah,
Okay.
I remember you bring it up. I was there for that one.
Also, Ockar and Braxon should remember that they have drank the potion from Finn, which prevents physical aging.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
does that prevent physical aging or does it slow it down?
It prevents physical aging for
Prevents it for 10 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
due to normal aging.
I don't know what happens in 10 years' time. We just suddenly wake up and go, "Oh my god, I'm 10 years older."
No,
Yeah.
no. You start aging normally at that point.
Okay. So
No.
basically,
If you want that experience, go take a vacation on the astral plane.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you don't age and it catches up with you when you return.
But
So good.
that's a quick
Do
way to
you-
turn to dust.
Yeah,
Do-
the
do
GIF,
remember that,
probably love that.
do remember that your mental age can still continue to age, which means that if you reach the mental age, the next age bracket, you get the bonuses.
Yeah,
Okay.
you basically
Hang
need
on.
to keep track of real age and physical age as two separate things.
Mhm.
Okay.
If you are in the astral for at least a year, so you would come back a year later, would you make a system shot because it's a year?
Yeah.
Of a year being the threshold.
I mean, it's just because it's the only real way to calculate it. I wouldn't
Yeah.
say you got to keep track of the number of days you were there. No, that's silly. All right. So you are ready to head on out, and
Were there any normal letters or such that anyone asked us to deliver? Since I did say that we would put the information.
oh yeah.
Out.
No, because most people use couriers.
Okay.
Okay.
Is what I will say.
Mhm.
Kind of keeps it to just relevant groups that
Okay.
you go with. And you're an adventuring company. People are kind of suspicious of whether you'll actually complete your route on time, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Why would they be ever so suspicious of adventurers?
I just maybe you encounter a rock that you decide to explore that has a dungeon on it or something. Who knows?
Yeah, that's it. That's happened to us more than once.
There's probably a lot of adventurers other than us that just die.
There's that too.
Mm-hmm.
But at least when a trader says that they're planning to go to a certain place, you can be relatively assured that they're not going to be distracted by things other than extreme danger.
Mm-hmm.
Or extreme commerce.
Even then, like they have cargo that's going to a specific place. They are generally not going to be like there's nothing to distract them because they know where they're going. All right, so the green dot on the outer ring is going to be where you are going, where you want to aim for.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask. Okay.
What's our rough estimation of how long it'll take us to get into the sphere itself of Grey Space? Was it like months or?
You're looking at a month, give or take, in the phlogiston. You're looking at a month to get out of realm space.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so much time. I'm going to lose the spell research. How much? Could I not stretch it out over what I need to do with Ockar and Braxon, like over like 2 months?
When you're
rather
doing
than,
spell
like...
research or most other
I was
going to
do spell
you
research.
need to do just that. Like,
so
you generally only have time to do eating, drinking, resting, and very basic conversation. You do not have time to study for another skill or anything like that.
So irritatingly,
Wow.
Yes.
The numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6 on the inner and outer parts of the planetary diagram don't line up.
I know that.
But
It's
would-
not my fault.
I know that's not your fault. But we're heading towards 3 on the out of diagram. Would we be heading over here for the 3 to get onto the outer place in the right place?
No. It's going to be roughly closest. So like if you head out by that 3, that is going to correspond to the middle of the 2 on the outer one.
Right.
So
Okay.
it's very much just a closest thing.
Makes sense.
So I'm kind of heading between the 3 and the 4.
Yeah,
More closer to the 4, maybe over here somewhere.
So yeah, like it doesn't matter too much because once you get out onto the like when you get to the outer edge here, like on the inner route,
Yeah.
the next move takes you to the nearest relevant outer one. So
Yeah.
like you've got really big leeway. You're looking at a whole 1/6. So if you want to get out to the 2, do you want to get out to the 2 or do you want to get out to the 3?
I probably want to get out to the 2 and then just
Yeah, so you can just go straight across.
Go that to that one and then keep going.
Yeah, so you can just go straight across, or like, down here is still going to get you to the same place. Up here is still going to get you to the same place. So it's really just whatever is most convenient.
Yeah. All right.
Old.
Yes.
I just posted the chances for my scrolls to succeed.
Okay.
So you can roll for me at some point.
And what are you going to start with?
I'm going to start with the neutralize poisons.
Okay, so those are 4 days, right?
Yeah, 4 days each.
Okay. Hold on a second. Let me make some notes.
It's like you can't even be interrupted for combat, I don't think, unless they fail if you stop. Oh, that's a good thing I'm free then, isn't it?
I'm free.
Okay, so you set off in the morning, so you can move start
Four
moving your
squares.
5 blocks.
Oh, 5, sorry.
For the 1 day.
Yeah.
For the first day.
1, 2, 3, 4. Can I get to this one?
Yes. If there's even just a teensy bit of overlap, then you can.
Yeah.
Keep in mind that some of the overlap is not accurate because the lines are not lined up. Here.
Yeah.
I should get I should redo this one of these days.
Did we meet any pirates?
No. The first day of travel is uneventful. Everyone's getting back into the groove. Your crew's been basically rotating between shore leave for well over a month. And I figure that what they would do is 1/3 of the crew at any given time was on shore leave.
Okay.
So that, and like each of them would be assigned to one of your 3 helmsmen. So like Nemeriel and her 1/3 of the crew would be on shore leave, and then when their time is up, then Nor and his 1/3, and then when his time was up, then Sunfayun and his 1/3. So it rotated between, through shore leave like that. But things are getting back into the swing of things.
Finn does have one more set of darkweed herbs that he would like to try to make the ointment.
Sure, go ahead and do that. Get your roll.
Darkweed is a minus. No, that's Deathmark. -4. Yep, that one works.
So that's a success.
So I have a question.
Mhm.
So if I'm devoting whatever time I have, I guess, to learning, so it won't be a proficiency per se, but it'll be like
You're looking
It's
for
not to
experience.
my-
You're looking for experience.
yeah.
Having Braxon and Ockar tell you about what they do on their day-to-day duties.
So this is like a full-time thing, or most of the day.
No, it's just enough to prevent you from doing magical research. Magical research is
Alright.
very specific in what you
I
need
can do
to
stone carving now.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be done fast. It's just slow. It's like an hour a day or something.
Yeah, that's fine.
Meanwhile, when I'm not helping Lafdul out with this training, I'm either going to be training in Gretha and etiquette lessons, or I'm going to be reading the law book so I can learn law.
Okay. Braxon, how about you?
Braxon will probably read through that book that Lafdul gave him.
Okay.
Just to see if it says anything useful.
It's 50 guilds worth, so it should have some knowledgeable information.
Yeah, Finn will read through his as well.
Okay. And the agriculture is for a free slot, an open slot you have, correct? You're not preparing
Yes.
for a future slot?
Yeah, it's the slot I earned when I gained a point of intelligence.
Okay. Then you will definitely get this done by the time you get to Gray Space, for sure.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
So, and Solas is
don't
working
think-
on his scroll. Yes, Braxon, sorry.
Mhm.
I was going to say, I don't think Braxton's got any free slots. So it'll be what he gets when he's 12th level.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you maybe gain a point of intelligence, and that might do it. It's a possibility.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's another way. Or you get like certain effects from potions and items that give you certain things.
That'd be good.
All right.
Right,
So
we'll be moving it.
that day was uneventful. So you go ahead and move 5 more blocks.
Okay, this is when we fly into the sun. I'm not really going to fly into the sun. I'm going to fly in a retrograde orbit around the sun.
You can go into that
Can I?
that spot. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's really
It's
only
hot.
if you were getting to actually going to try to land on the sun does the heat really become a problem.
Okay. All right, I'll go through past the sun then. Did we see any bloke flies?
No, because I didn't roll up any random encounters for that. I mean, the sun is very big, and space is very open and empty and stuff like that. So yeah, you do not drop out of spell jamming speed and see anything like that. It is very, very bright, and it is very, very hot. Just not hot enough to cause damage. But yeah, definitely everyone's going to be sweating. People who are below decks are going to suffer a lot less, though.
no, Lafdul's not. He's casting Aura of Comfort multiple times.
Yes, well,
I
crew members are also included in this. I know that you're thinking only of yourself. I understand that.
I
Yeah,
think-
Lafdul's very selfish.
I think what we would do is we will put the underside towards the sun, and Braxton would go do navigation checks from the balcony. We might fry up our plants. That'd be fun.
I'm looking after my plants during my time as well. I'm not that. I'm not doing spell research, so I have time.
Yeah.
To an extent.
Okay. So the trip continues to be uneventful.
With those trees that Lafdul's got, he's going to work
Oh,
out.
no.
He's going to work out how to pick locks with them.
That was a spell that I was thinking about making.
Locks
actually.
doesn't grow on trees.
No, but he can use the lemon to open a lock.
But locks doesn't grow on trees. You're supposed to put that on bagels.
Right.
See,
Got
it's spreading
someone.
to everyone.
Got someone.
Right. Okay. So let's come out the other side.
All
right. 1, 2. Let's just start going this way.
Oh, actually, you know what? I just realized that's where Anadia should be.
Oh, okay. I'll go around Anadia.
Yeah, no, I mean, you would only drop out of spelljamming speed if you actually were approaching Anadia. You can go right by it in the same.
Yeah.
Same block.
I am very upset right now with you all.
Not with Braxon and stuff, or
No, not right now.
He expects it from me. I like the way that Ockar made his own pun and got a heckle bit and didn't realise he was making a pun.
and that's when you do get them, is when you don't expect it.
Right.
I mean, I'm pretty proud of myself, so you
know. Do we see any Canadian ships while we flying past it?
No, because you don't approach that close, but you do get a good view of it. It is pale and sandy brown along the center, with green at the top and bottom where you would expect like ice caps to be on other worlds.
Maybe we'll go there someday.
Maybe you will. But the trip does continue to be uneventful.
Okay, another day.
I think.
Yep.
My apprentice has probably been complaining about the heat. He's not used to it.
Okay.
Oh, actually, no. Elves are pretty resilient to heat
Yeah.
temperatures, aren't they?
Yeah.
And disease.
All right. So, Solas, you would finish your first one. Okay. All right. So you. Where did I put that? All right. There it is. Okay, so you get neutralized poison scribed onto the scroll. There is still space remaining on that sheet to get more spells.
After first neutralized poison has been successfully scribed, I will scribe Cure Light Wounds.
Okay.
Which is 1 day.
All right. Okay. Let's see, Finn. Having finished up that previous concoction, was there anything else that you were working on? Are you muted, Finn?
Why, yes, I am. No, I don't really have anything else to work on right now.
Okay. So just reading the book and tending to your plants kind of thing?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So you can go ahead and continue moving.
Oh, sorry. I thought that's me, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
1, 2, 3, 4, and then I move off the edge of the universe. Onto the other map.
Yes.
Or have you got another?
Yeah, there's another token over here.
Another one over. Right. Okay. Ta-da!
Okay, so Cure Light Wounds. That's 93%. Okay, so you get that written, scribed.
And then I would scribe
hold
prayer.
on. Yes, there is still space. You're gonna start.
Yeah, I would scribe prayer.
Okay.
That would be 3 days, so altogether 4 days.
Okay.
And on the outside, it's 1 square for every 4 days.
Yeah. Ockar. The last day or two, you've noticed that Beowulf has been a little bit antsy, like growling around more than you would have expected.
I'll get Finn and let him know and ask him if there's something he could do to figure out what's wrong with Beowulf.
Why don't we just ask him?
Hmm.
Oh,
Finn will,
it's
Finn will cast Gift of Speech.
Okay. So what are you gonna ask?
I'm gonna ask him if there's like some kind of problem since he seems to be like growling and looks uncomfortable.
Yeah. So he will say, "Bad smell. Bad smell. Don't know what it is, but bad smell."
Where is the bad smell, boy?
He will take you to the pantry by the galley and indicate that there is a bad smell around there and along some of the walls and stuff.
I'll go in and look around.
So will Finn.
Okay. You're not really seeing anything obvious, and Bjornolf is not sure what he's smelling. He just doesn't like it.
Finn will send a runner for Braxon.
Okay. Braxon to come along. So we got Behemoth thinks there's a funny smell in the pantry. Well, let's take out some things out of the cupboards and see if Behemoth thinks there's a funny smell in the cupboards. Otherwise, Braxon might start popping floorboards.
Okay, as you do, one of the sacks of flour that you have appears to have been torn open, and so it spills out, and Bjornolf indicates that the bad smell is around there.
I will go and like examine the bag of flour, kind of like poking through it if I can. See if there's like something in there.
All right, give me an intelligence check.
I am not good at this. I'm gonna use my rerolls just in case.
All right. You have one.
Neither of those do it.
Okay. Yeah, you're not sure. You're not seeing anything obvious.
Finn will turn to Braxon and state that what I'm about to do will render me blind, but I'll be able to see anything invisible
Okay.
or from another plane. And I will use one of my preparations of Darkweed.
Okay. All right. So you find your sight going dim, but a few odd sensations kind of seem to come to your sight. But right now, they're only things like the words written on one of Braxon's little figurines that had the command word written invisibly on it.
Ah. Okay, well, I'll continue to look around the pantry.
Yeah, you're not seeing anything with the darkweed.
I'll motion the Braxton to check the flour, see if he notices anything I missed.
What
On my shift.
What I'll probably do is get some sort of box, and we'll move all the food that hasn't been tampered with into a box. And Braxton will be tempted to put that thing into a box on its own.
That thing?
Case the bag that's been split
Okay.
open, in case there's some sort of vermin inside it.
As you do that, I'm gonna send a runner to go get Lafdul.
I'd probably be with you. Because I was learning from Braxon. Or Braxon at the time.
Yeah, but I mean, if you weren't actually like roped into this, then you probably weren't learning at the time. So
I'd probably like make sure that Lafdul gets informed to come here to come like take a look at stuff, since he's like one of the more observant people in the group.
All right.
See if he finds anything we might have missed.
Does it look like sabotage?
Give me an intelligence check at half your score.
No worries, Lafdul. You have the intelligence.
Oh,
point you
that looked
gained
like a
from
4 as well. Damn it, no, I failed.
All right, you're not sure what's going on.
Uh,
Something ripped open the sack of flour.
How does it look like an old tower or a new tower or anything like that? Is there any
Yeah, it's new. Like
new? Day?
new-ish, new-ish.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
we
not
check-
it's not a tear in the bag that was there before you loaded up the your pantry.
we
Does the flour look bad?
Do you have
It just
cooking?
smells bad. No, Finn does though.
I know.
You can't see at the
I know.
moment.
I was asking you. You don't
No,
have to
I
like.
don't.
You can just say yes or no if I'm asking you.
No, I don't.
Okay, Finn will continue to look around the entire room then.
I think we got some sort of space rat on board.
Actually, if I could have a look for any. Are there any like holes or anything? Any sign of rodents or anything? You know, look for any chewing or gnawing or anything.
I mean, the sack definitely could have been chewed open or something like that. You're not super familiar with space vermin, shall we say? But looking at the flour some more, there's definitely some soilage in there. Like something has messed up that flour. That is not good flour anymore.
Purify food would get rid of that.
Maybe.
Mm.
Well, tomorrow I can take detect poison or detect disease or something, but I don't think it's disease. It would just be poisonous, if anything. But
Yeah,
that should be pretty obvious.
I can take detect poison as well.
If the creature's still in the flower,
It's not.
if it is, okay.
No.
I'd be saying if the creature was still in the flower, I'd be inclined to jettison
Yeah,
it.
but what kind of creature would just eat flour? That's not something that we would typically eat as humans.
Well, that's just something that you've noticed so far. I mean,
Also,
Yeah.
if the
Brax is going to start going through the rest of the cupboards in the pantry.
all right. Some of the other dried stores have also been picked at, like some previously made ship's biscuits, hardtack. That's been soiled and eaten. Like some of it's been
should we
eaten
do
and
like a
soiled.
pantry inventory?
Yeah.
Like check all of our foodstuffs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We don't want to have people eating contaminated
Or
food.
stowaways. I mean,
So going up
Lafdul
to
knows
the,
all about.
You mean when you say, are you just checking in the pantry, or are you checking in like the cargo hold for later stuff too? Because like the way that it works is like you use up the stuff in the pantry, and then you bring down stuff that's in cargo, put it in the pantry for cooking, immediate access.
Yeah.
And then as that runs through, then you go and get more kind of thing.
I think the plan is we'll start in the pantry and then move over to the cargo hold.
Yeah.
To do an inventory of the cargo to make sure nothing else has been messed with.
Yeah.
Okay, there's definitely been some vermin that have gotten into some of the stores in the cargo hold as well.
Mm.
How long does your darkweed last, Finn?
It doesn't actually list a duration at all.
Oh, permanently blinded.
Permanent, yeah.
Then I would say that until we need to get a firm duration, you can just like rinse your eyes to clear it, I would think.
Okay.
Whenever your eyes water or something.
You're definitely not seeing anything extraplanar or magically invisible.
Okay. I will wash it out then, and mention that I'll prepare a spell for tomorrow to try to deal with the problem.
Okay.
What if we?
Actually, do I have that one memorized? Because I did use it down on the desert planet there.
What you mean the purify?
Yeah, the cloud of purification. No, I don't have it memorized currently.
Lafdul's gonna cast Polymorph Self and like go into like a snake and see if he can slither around, find something, flash something out,
Okay.
and obviously I'm gonna go to like something that makes a very obvious snake-like noise, and then like a rattlesnake or something. If I
Alright.
haven't seen a rattlesnake,
You've seen a rattlesnake.
all right, well, yeah, something
Um,
that'll scare vermin,
Finn,
like terrify them.
give me a wisdom check, please.
Not today.
Oh, jeez.
Lafdul's maybe Lafdul's taking on the most silly-looking rattlesnake you've ever seen.
Yeah, you're looking at Lafdul in this rattlesnake form, and he's got the colors all wrong, like just completely wrong, and you're just like not, you can't even focus on anything else because it's just so like it's bugging you too much. It's like, why did you not do this right? Why did you not get the colors right? Kind of thing.
Lafdul, last I knew, snakes weren't pink and green.
Oh, well, maybe they're just that color where I'm from.
It's an Evermeet rattlesnake.
Yeah. Why?
Lafdul, you
I
suddenly
can't communicate anyway.
You suddenly think to yourself, you know what? The last time I did see rattlesnakes, there were a bunch of sprites around too. I wonder.
Oh.
Anyway, so you can
Well, that's what the
definitely
little dagger
taste something oily with your tongue on the air.
Oily?
Lafdul, yeah.
Yeah.
It's very unpleasant as you're moving around. So this would be essentially a smell, but because snakes smell with their tongue.
Yeah, well, Lafdul doesn't get the properties of being transformed like Finn does, so.
You get some of them. Like this is normal smelling.
I'll see if I can follow it. I'll root it out. Investigate.
Yeah, they've definitely whatever it is definitely
Urinated?
gotten into like the walls and stuff.
It's been perforated, the whatever it is.
No, you could just tell that like there's some small holes that whatever they are have been able to do, and they're getting in between like the outer hull and the inner hull and stuff like that.
How big are the hulls? Like mouse sized or smaller?
Give or take, maybe a bit bigger. Like
Can
you
I
could
go out
wriggle
those
in.
holes?
You could wriggle in if you wanted.
Yeah,
small
I'll
enough.
wriggle in.
Okay. All right. So you wriggle into the space, and you can hear some sounds. Give me an intelligence check, please.
Oh, it wouldn't be on my. Wow, yeah, I'm in an animal form, so I don't know what my sounds looks like. There's a snake. That's below my skull, though.
They're like gravelly chirps.
I go out, and I'm going to inform the party before I make any other untoward investigations.
Change your form back.
Yeah, I come out, change my form, inform the party.
All right, Braxon, give me an intelligence check, please.
Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Got a roll under.
You failed by one, didn't you?
Yeah,
Okay.
failed by one.
All right, you've not heard, like, this doesn't ring a bell to you.
Does this seem like an intelligent creature or unintelligent?
You just heard some gravelly chirps in the walls.
Do
Chirps.
you want to point out like the hole that you found? If we want,
Yeah,
like...
I do.
Yeah,
I've
you
got
would have seen him.
wood
You would have seen him
memorized.
go in, kind of thing, and then come back out and tell you what he heard.
I mean, I've got mind read, but I've got like, shape wood. Mind thing is mind read. If Do I know if I can read animal minds? As in, I would just get their base thoughts or instincts or something. It wouldn't be
I'm
intelligent.
pretty sure you
thoughts.
wouldn't get anything other than there's a mind there that you can't read, because there's nothing really to read.
Would I at least sense that it's there?
Probably, but I don't think that you would be able to. Like, you'd have to like see the creature there, kind of thing, because otherwise it would just be too minor. Like, because if you were like, you wouldn't want to be distracted by animals if there was one person surrounded by a bunch of sheep and you tried to do mind read and you picked up all of the sheep minds. That would be kind of overwhelming, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'll go back in the snake and I'll just try to retap whatever's there, unless anyone objects. Just be ready to catch it with your man catcher, Braxon, or a net or something, a bag. But
Man
Yeah,
catches
but-
for catching man-sized things.
I'll prepare. I'll make sure that I'll make sure that we have nets and sacks prepared to try to catch this thing.
After goes in and attempts to root out whatever that sound is.
Alright.
I got dark information, or would I not have it
You
as
would not
a
have
snake?
that in as a snake. Finn, anything you're gonna do?
For right now, I'll let Lafdul do that.
Okay.
Is his description anything I've heard of?
Give me an intelligence check, please, at half your score.
I was going to say, I could cast telepathy on him before I go in, actually.
That's
Wrong die.
yeah.
That's a shame.
Because I was thinking of my score.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh.
Well, got my intelligence exactly, but you said half.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Not offhand.
I will cast telepathy before I go in, if you're alright with that, on Finn.
Yeah, that's fine. That way
Okay.
I can hear it too.
Well, he'll
And I
still have
can
to
just-
relay it. Like, you won't actually
Yeah.
hear
Yeah.
it, but, yeah. Alright, so, Lafdul, you change back into a snake form and slither back in?
Yep.
Okay. So as you start slithering deeper in, you can also hear that whatever is making this chirp sound is moving away from you, and you're pretty sure it's not just one thing.
I'll indicate that there's several things. I'm still going to chase them.
Okay.
They're
I'll
terrified of
also tell Beowulf to prepare for the hunt.
He looks at you and says, "Smell bad, probably taste bad."
But we
Promise
won't
you
get rid.
treats.
But we won't get rid of the smell unless we catch them.
He kind of growls at you, but you understand that he's like, "All right, I understand," kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
That, and I will promise him some special treats if he catches them.
Okay.
What,
Once
how
we
are
get to
things?
Ginsel.
How are things for access panels into these spaces? Is it like there's no way in or out?
Yeah, there really it wouldn't be.
Like, say on board a ship, I would think they're not the thickest walls in the world to save as much space as possible.
Yeah, you would generally just have to like remove them, not destructively remove them, but like they don't have
Yeah.
access panels. You just like pry the nails out and pull the boards up.
Yeah. Because I'm actually wondering if I'd be better off doing it outside, so that if they fall out, they go in the gravity plane. We can get rid of them.
No, it really wouldn't, because it's so much easier to get the inner hull boards up, because
Right.
those are more like walls, whereas the outer hull is like thick and armor, functions also as armor and stuff like that.
So using what Lafdul's telling me through telepathy and my direction sense, I will guide everyone in the direction he's going.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll
So
follow along.
We're going down the deck.
Yeah.
Lafdul, do you want like our apprentices here helping out as well?
Yeah, he'd probably be curious, just like morbid curiosity.
I
Okay.
would. I'd send for the other ship's carpenters so we can start taking panels off.
Okay.
I'd probably send to get Solas involved with this in case he can help in some way.
Well,
Oh wait, no,
He's-
he's busy doing
he
spell research.
really
Never mind.
can't afford to.
Yeah, never mind. I won't do that. I forgot.
I'm guessing we probably got one carpenter that's awake on one shift and the other one that's asleep. But
All right. So actually, I think that you would be kind of flushing them around since this is up in the cargo hold. Rather than them going down, they're going around.
right.
And Lafdul is going to be flushing them towards the cargo hatch, which doesn't have that double-sided thing situation.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Okay, I'll point that out so we can set a trap.
Oh, is this the cargo hatch on the side of the ship
Yeah.
that opens like a big door?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I guess Braxon would order for the ship to come to a stop.
Okay.
And we can open the door and chase them out of the ship.
Well, over there, they're really small, so.
Finn will send a runner to go to his room and get a couple of his plants.
Oh, don't terrify Paul Lafdul.
are these plants that the crew need to be careful holding?
No, I was thinking the glow moss.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to use it to cast Entangle on.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
that's a good idea. That's really good.
All right. So Lafdul, are you rattling your tail while you're going?
Yeah, I'm trying to scare the
Okay.
living out of them.
So after a couple minutes of that, you can the rest of you can definitely hear some like gravelly chirps from inside the walls and some thumping sounds as whatever it is moving through. It's definitely trying to move away from Lafdul, moving in the direction of where the hatch is. Braxon, do you want to have that cargo hatch open?
Yeah, we want to open the hatch.
Okay.
And we'll have the internal doors shut so they can't run through the room and get out.
Okay. Well, there aren't really internal doors.
Okay.
There's ladders up, and then there's stairs down.
Okay. Well, we'll
Let's
try
hope
and get something to block off the hatchway.
I mean,
Let's hope that
if you
this
guys are
grid-
just standing in between, then
Yeah.
either
hope
they'll
that
come
this-
towards you and like attack you, or they'll go out, kind of thing. Sorry, Solas, go ahead.
Yeah.
Let's hope these creatures aren't good enough climbers that they just go to the outer hull and climb.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, I'm thinking if we can bat them.
So I'll put the glow moss where I think they're going to make their exit.
All right.
Yeah.
So, after a moment, the first of whatever these creatures are appear, and they just kind of like start shooting out of the small holes that gave them access to the space in between the walls. And what you see is a disgusting bird-like creature. It's got a beak, but emaciated wings and a long rat-like tail. They look kind of greasy and oily, and they're covered with short, stiff hair of various shades, mostly gray, black, brown, and kind of reddish. And they're very, very gross looking. And they start scattering. So you guys are trying to like get them to go out the hatch, correct?
Yeah. Braxton's going to be using his flaming sword.
Inside a
Fine.
wooden ship.
Yeah.
He's not hitting the
With
ship.
oily creatures that could...
Yeah. No, right.
That's
Not
fine.
every oil is flammable.
Yeah.
He's gonna be using that to try and scare them away from going in the different direction.
I'll have my own sword out, though I try to scare them and have like crew and like increase them with like nets and stuff to try to either catch or try to herd them towards the hatch.
Okay, so they start squawking in a like a gravelly, gross way. They're gross, like in every possible description of the word. Most of them do go out the hatch, and they do not seem to be able to fly. So their wings do flap, but they have no feathers on them. They're emaciated, so they just kind of like plummet over the side. A few of them do come towards you, and you're able to swat them or cut them down. Behemoth bites one, and then immediately spits it out. But you are able to get most of them off the side. You have crew up on the deck, kind of like watching to make sure that they do get just to the gravity plane. They don't report any more like any of them climbing back aboard or landing on like the lower decks or anything like that.
Yeah. Is Behemoth still talking?
Sure.
But Braxton's going to say, "Well done, Behemoth."
And he spits again and says, "Disgusting meat." And then he
Don't
looks
worry.
at Finn and says, "Where treat?"
Like I said, when we get to Ginsel. But for now, and I'll pull out a piece of dried meat.
He snaps that up and
Palate.
eats that. In part because it definitely nice palate
Palate
cleanser there.
cleanser.
I'll give a head pat as he eats.
So after that, Lafdul, would you want to spend like most of the rest of your time, like searching around in snake form to see if you
Yeah, I
can...
got a couple hours to kill. I got 3 hours in total, but
All right, so you're pretty sure you got rid of them. You didn't get a good count on how many there actually were, but there were definitely like a couple dozen at least.
Laughter, while you're in there, search for eggs.
I suppose Lafdul at some point would have come out, Today,
Yeah, you do find some nests and a few eggs.
oh no, Lafdul has to like gobble them up
Why?
to bring them out because I'm a snake.
I mean,
you
still have telepathy up, and you can just point them out.
If you tell us where they are, we'll pull off the internal panel, and we can get the nest out and then put the panel back on.
I mean, some
After you've got
snakes
it
eat
away.
eggs.
I know that, but the way everyone was saying how gross they are, and I was like,
Oh yeah, no, I mean
You're a snake.
you're slithering through their refuse.
oh. You know what? Lafdul should have used that oil of death and just killed them all.
When that light
No.
that's all on fire,
No, it's it's a perfume. It kills like less than so many hit by creatures, and I assume they would count. So it's like an extreme form of vermin containment or killing.
So tomorrow I will cast the Cloud of Purification at the highest point that we think they were and let it drift down through the walls.
Okay.
I would have brought
Doesn't that-
egg out.
Doesn't
One
that
egg.
change the things into water?
Yeah.
Yep.
That
But
But
you
better-
wouldn't be
I
able to
think
better
collect
to
purified food
water
and drink
than-
would be better.
you wouldn't be able to collect the water, so it would just like evaporate away.
Yeah, but I was thinking since there was spoilage in the flour sacks, you could cast purify food and drink. That would take care of the problem and keep the flour uncontaminated from water.
I
that
will
works
take.
for that part, but it doesn't get anything out of the walls.
Well, those, yes.
Yeah, well,
That's my goal, is to get rid of everything in the walls.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can do the purified water, food and water. I'll take like several of those the next
I
day.
can take a few of them.
All right.
Yeah,
We'll
Finn can take
separate.
a couple as well. So
Thanks, Finn. We'll separate the good food from the contaminated food, and we'll make sure all of it gets decontaminated before it gets put back.
I would have brought out an egg in my mouth and spat it out to Finn, if I can.
Yeah, sure.
Braxon would get you to say where the places are, where the eggs are, and he'll rip off the panels carefully with the other carpenters, and we'll get all the eggs out because we don't want any of these eggs hatching in the walls.
Yeah, that'd be
Braxon or Finn
worst
recognize the animals now?
Are these eggs anything you would want to sell or use as spell components, or are we just going to chuck them over the side?
No, I was just bringing one out of mere morbid curiosity. That's if we can identify what it was.
Yeah, Finn, do you want to do anything with the egg that Lafdul brings for you?
Then we'll examine it.
All right. It's small, maybe pigeon-sized, like pigeon egg-sized. It's just kind of like a gray eggshell. Feels a little greasy.
Didn't you have a body as well to study? Since Bjorn was
There's
big
a
one.
few of them. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few corpses around.
So
Is there anything in particular that you're looking at the egg for, Finn?
Its viability.
With the adults gone, and you not knowing this creature, both you and Braxon now feel like you've heard something about these as some kind of vermin, slinkers maybe, but you're not sure. You don't have a whole lot of information, so it's kind of vague. But since you don't know a lot about them, you're not sure if these need to be incubated with like the adults sitting on them, or if they just are viable as is.
Not worth the chance of having it hatch and more having to deal with this again. So
Yeah,
You
I
do
would
think-
rather not deal with it.
You do think your
Finn-
spell would turn them to water as
Yeah.
vermin.
Finn will place this egg at where he casts the spell, just for verification.
Okay. Yeah, it definitely won't hatch in like the day it takes you to get your new spell.
Yep.
and,
Go ahead.
does Finn or Braxon recognize the animal now that they have seen it?
Yeah, it said slinker or something to that
Slinker.
effect.
Okay.
But they don't know a whole lot about it.
No, Braxon would have heard about it at some point, but not.
It's a slinky.
Yeah, you throw them down the stairs.
I would try to give out a map of, a rough map of, to Braxton so he can make the necessary repairs of, where holes lead to and stuff.
Well, I mean, he'd probably go around with Lafdul. We just pulled a panel off the wall to see where things are. Say, is this what you're talking about?
Yeah, I guess.
So an inventory of your food stores would definitely reveal that about a week's worth of food has gone to waste.
Well, that's not good.
Is it salvageable with magic?
That is the unsalvageable stuff. Like, a lot of it was just eaten.
Alright. Oh wow, those
Well,
tiny little things eat a lot.
Well, we do have
They have been on the ship for almost a week. Like, you're pretty sure that they snuck aboard, back on
Dragon Rock.
on Dragon Rock, so.
Well, if all of the clerics create food and water spell and create food a couple days with few of their third level spells, I think we can recuperate that.
I'm thinking
So
we
we're
need.
back on track, or
Yeah, it's 1 cubic foot of food per level that the spell creates.
Can't you prepare and cast purified food and drink?
yeah, we have been.
Yeah,
out of all
but
the food
we've
we
still
can
lost some.
salvage.
Okay.
We've still lost some.
If we do the prepare food and water, that means we'll be at 3rd level spells if we get into combat, but
Okay.
we can do it up till the sphere wall.
I mean, for example, if I take 2, you take 2, Finn takes 2, we still have at least 1 third level spell each.
Does Finn have creation? I don't think he does. It would just
It's
be
fine.
me. I can
I mean,
take 3 anyway, so I can take
Yeah.
up to 4 at most.
what
I
I
think
would
4.
say is calculate out, and like you can even wait until next session, like in between sessions to figure out how many days you would do it, how much it would be for everyone who can or wants to, and how much that actually results in.
Yeah, we're just trying to make up what we lost, basically. So
Yeah.
the tracking doesn't have to be done, like adjustments.
Mm. We
Okay.
could just have eaten the slinkers.
No,
Yeah,
that-
no.
that-
So Finn, give me a cooking proficiency check.
They come pre-oiled.
And actually,
they can be-
Braxon, give me a survival check as well.
Well, Braxton's got wild space survival,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
he'll have a minus to that.
No,
Got my skill exactly.
no, you won't, because these are wild space vermin.
Hang on. If I click on the little me, I can get my. Hang on. I can get my macros pop up. I can't because I haven't got that one. Okay. Be on the character sheet. Sorry for the dramatic pause. Yeah, and there'll obviously be a minus to this.
Okay. All right. So, Finn, Braxton, you don't have any information that you could share. Finn, they could definitely be cooked. They are definitely edible, but it is absolutely 100% the only thing that you would eat if you were like you've got nothing else. Like it would sustain you, but it would be disgusting.
Finn will relay that.
Good to know.
So if you're ever
W-
desperate for food and you encounter them,
With a tone that implies that that should be very obvious.
Braxton says, perhaps we should play cards and loser eats the stinker omelette.
what's
Yeah,
the
no.
winner get? Actually, Finn, you would be able to say that the omelet would probably be slightly better.
I am
Oh, because of the
opting-
eggs.
Because
I
it's
am
just the
opting-
eggs and not the meat.
I am opting out of this bet.
You're immune to poison. Not
I
food
said-
poisoning, though.
I still don't want to eat that thing.
Yeah, he's not immune to food
the rumbles.
poisoning and just like eating something that's totally disgusting and throwing up. So.
Uh-huh.
All right, so Finn, you might want to like do the cloud of purification a couple times over the course of a couple days, just to be on the safe side. But you'll be pretty confident that you took care of things. You also don't know how much air they used, by the way.
Yeah.
Hawadase to was it Hadase or Hawaiti? Hawaiti.
You said
that was it.
Herwadazi. Just
Yeah,
like
I know.
merging
I was
them
going
together.
for both.
No, I know. Herwadazi.
Hey, I've
yes.
invented the hybrid.
Oh no.
Well,
Finn can always use his obscurement spell to
we're
basically do
traveling.
the same thing too.
We're traveling fairly close to Glyth, so we could pass by there and pick up some air.
We don't need to.
Maybe,
got-
maybe chat with some friendly Illithids.
No.
Oh yeah, there's potential for Ockar there as well. Well, I shouldn't even say that really.
All right, so the rest of the 4 days will pass uneventfully. You were working on the
Prayer.
so that's 3 days. Give me a second.
Yeah.
So that would, I think, happen 2 days into that. So you'd finish up your scroll for the day. Stretch, come on out. Hey guys, what's up? Everyone's cleaning up the mess from these slinkers. Or maybe they'd be like, hey, Solas, hungry? Make you a nice rotisserie slinker.
Yeah, no.
You just beer-based it, so you can't taste it.
Would no. Braxon would have said to all the spellcasters, "Is any of this stuff useful for you for spells?"
Not
So,
that
like,
I
spelling.
know of.
I
Like
don't want to entertain that thought.
Slinker ink
Yeah.
for spells, for scrolls for making like a stinking cloud or something.
Keep that away from my spell.
No.
Keep that away from my spell components.
So for extra reassurance, I will also cast an anti-vermin barrier in the food storage area.
Okay. How long does that last?
That lasts for 10 hours, and it would create a 100-foot cube.
Okay.
Or cover a 100-foot cube, I should say.
Thank you.
All right.
Maybe if you don't have more important things to do, we could get those spells cast on the ropes that we use to secure the ship to docks or the gangplank. Hopefully that would stop things getting on board.
It could definitely be cast when you're either coming into a port or in a port or something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Solas, you do succeed, or you do finish that prayer spell, and you can still scribe some more.
Well, if I still scribe more, I will scribe another prayer on that
Okay.
scroll.
All right. So that will be finished one day into the next block. So you guys can go ahead and move the ship.
Okay, hang on. Ping.
And as I said in the group chat, Solas takes 2 create food and waters to resupply our food every day
I'll match
until
it.
we are either on the sphere wall or we've recouped what we lost. And Solas can with those 2 feed 54 people per day.
Yeah, and I'll do the other 2, so that should more than easily cover the entire ship.
All right. The crew will be disappointed at having to eat bland food while in the sphere. That's what they expect for being out in the phlogiston.
Well, to
can add spices and stuff to it.
Well, to make it a less bad experience for the crew, Solas also gives a bit of a drink to go with it.
Part of the problem with create food and water is that it's also the texture. The texture is also bland.
Yeah,
it's just eating like plain rice or tofu or something.
Ew.
I think plain rice would be better. Like,
it's basically
rice has a decent texture to it.
I think the closest would be something like porridge.
Okay. All right. So you do finish that prayer spell, and you can still put more on that scroll.
Okay.
Oh, you got lucky with that.
But I actually stopped with this, and this is a scroll that I'm going to give to Finn.
All right.
I'm
What
going
level
to
are
be
you?
making. I'm 9th level.
Okay.
I'm going to be making 3 scrolls basically, at least trying, and 1 for me, 1 for Finn, and 1 for Lafdul.
All right, hold on just a second.
Wonder if one can make a profit just scribing scrolls and selling them to shops.
Generally not.
Getting the ingredients, it's normally too expensive.
NPCs can, but even then, it's very rare. A lot of them tend to like wizards will usually do that in order to trade. Priests will usually do that to give to members of their faith or allies, so that there's like, even though they're taking a loss monetarily, they're coming ahead spiritually, you could say, or in kind.
Yeah, I'll probably give something to my apprentice as well.
I basically reason why I'm splitting all these spells, at least trying to, in 3 scrolls, is that that way each of us has access to neutralize poison and prayer and cure light wounds when needed.
Don't forget to put spells stored into your shrine, like I have.
Okay, so I
'Cause I've
put that
got-
in the chat so that Finn can put that into his inventory, just in case any of those are cursed.
Because I've got like 3 neutralized poisons in my 3 statues, but obviously the person has to be there. Has to be brought to them.
The second scroll is going to be similar, if possible.
Depends on how many.
Yeah.
If you get lucky.
Because I roll up
Yeah.
the number of spells that can fit on.
Yeah, but same order.
Okay, let me see.
I've only got 2 neutralized poison, one of my altar, one of my sanctuary. I cured disease on the second one.
Okay, so you're going to start with neutralized poison?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is going to be 1 day into the next block. So you can go ahead and move the ship.
Yeah, okay.
So far, since the those creatures, it's been uneventful.
I suppose we'd use Hawaii to clean the air up rather than go to.
Why we got them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely wiser to replenish your air with her weighty than go to Glyph.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nearly always what you want to do.
Besides, it's a part of the reason why we chose Hurweiti, and they know it that it's part of the reason.
Okay, so you do scribe neutralize poison on that scroll, and there is still space left.
Then cure light wounds.
Okay, so that'll also get done in that period. Okay. And with that one, there's no space left on that scroll.
Okay, I will give this to Lafdul.
What one am I getting, sorry?
It's a neutralize poison, cure light wounds.
Alright. Cool, thanks. Wow.
I'll put it in. Give me a second. Give me just a second. So
I was thinking about giving it to my apprentice, actually.
Keep in mind that they're level 1.
Yeah, it's like a 45 chance.
This is 9th level, yeah.
Yeah.
It's really high for them, so... Actually, could you use Call Upon Faith for that? Just out of curiosity.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Did you want to start a new scroll?
Yeah, new scroll with prayer.
Okay. All right, so that'll get finished in the next block. All right. So yeah, the trip continues to be uneventful since the slinker infestation. And Braxon, you can move the ship.
The slinker slinked off.
You could say that, but that's not accurate. All right. So the first day in that block, this will be during late on the first shift. So at this point, I think everyone would be awake.
Yeah.
The ship drops out of spell jamming speed, and your lookouts indicate that they don't see anything immediately around.
This is when we got our Create Food and Water set for me and
Sorry.
but
Sorry, was this first shift or second shift?
First shift. So
So
Ockar would be on duty, Solas, Finn, Nor on the helm, but Braxon and Lafdul and Nemariel would be awake. You would just not be on duty.
Oh, Braxon would rush up to the top.
Okay.
I'll
To-
be,
I mean,
I'll be looking around with my spyglass if I wasn't already busy like training in Gritha or something.
Had I already started making the scroll for today?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Then I will stay there.
Yeah, I'll be around when I assume I'm going to get called up, so, there's something going on. And I'll get my armor on.
Braxon says to Ockar, might as well use this as an opportunity for a drill.
Probably a good idea.
So I'm down 2 third level spells.
I'll have the crew at ready stations in case there's trouble that
Okay.
we can't see.
Yeah.
So after a moment or two, one of the lookouts calls down and says, "Captain, there seems to be some of the stars seem to be moving." He points in a direction.
I'll take a look at where he's pointing with the spyglass.
Okay. Initially, you don't see anything. Then a moment later, you do realize that some of the stars do seem to be moving.
Constellation or?
No, it's like the stars themselves in a straight line do seem to be moving. Give me an
Wait,
intelligence check for both Braxon and Ockar. And yeah, you go ahead and ask what you were about to ask.
I'm thinking maybe they're those bone ball things.
I was thinking that this sounds like Elmarin.
Okay. That passes.
Okay. And Braxon?
Oh, I thought I clicked a button, but it didn't seem to work. Hang on. Try that again.
Did you have a token?
Yeah, I found it. I clicked on the token now.
So would you both be using your spyglasses to look in the direction indicated?
Braxon would probably have to borrow Ockar spyglass because he'd have
I
just
thought you had.
He's got his own spyglass, but it would be down in his cabin.
Okay.
When I see like the movie stars, I'd like pass it to him to look at too.
All right.
Yeah.
So first, Ockar, you look through your spyglass, and Braxon, you can see what the lookout is pointing out, but you're not sure what you're looking at really.
Yeah.
Ockar, you look through your spyglass and you realize that you're not actually looking at stars moving. You are looking at things that, from a distance, appear to be stars, but there is a very, very long, sinuous object out there, and you're looking along these moving stars. This thing is long. It's a couple miles long. You get to one end, and you see a head, a reptilian head.
Oh, fun.
And this very long serpentine creature does turn in the direction of the ship.
I'm gonna yell for people to get the battle stations.
Do you pass the?
I would pass it to Braxton when I yell for people to get the battle stations so he can take a look.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
You might.
Braxon, give me another intelligence check.
Okay. Well, that was a failure.
Okay. You you do recognize that this is a dragon of some sort, and
Yeah.
you mention it to Ockar. Ockar, give me a local history.
Okay.
Oh, local to not here. Or
So you
Okay,
recall some stories about dragons this large. These are larger than radiant dragons. This is a stellar dragon.
So I'm gonna yell, "Stellar dragon ahead!"
So what you
Try to avoid.
what your stories what the stories you've heard is that these dragons are incredibly powerful, but also tend to ignore creatures like you. But if you can converse with them, they are some of the most impressive sages in the known spheres. But also, if you get aggressive, they're one of the most dangerous creatures. Like there are no stories that you've heard of people triumphantly returning from a fight with one, kind of thing.
Then I'll tell the crew to not get on the weapon so we don't look hostile, but I'm not having us approach it because I don't want to anger the dragon.
Okay. It's definitely turned towards your ship and is coming towards you reasonably fast.
Braxon's gonna borrow the signaling kit from whoever's on duty on this shift, and he's gonna start sending signals to the dragon, saying, "This is the blade out of Dragon Rock, heading to Grey Space. What do we call you?"
So it definitely seems to have it definitely reacts to your signaling. It doesn't respond in any way that you can tell. It hasn't gotten to your air envelope for one thing, and but it doesn't like flash lights at you or anything like that. Now that it's getting closer, you can see these great, almost transparent, feathery wings spreading out of its body as it gets close. It is definitely like looking over your ship from the distance that it's currently at. It's equivalent of a few hexes away at this point.
Braxon will signal it, saying, "Would you like to come on board our ship? If you're able to make yourself person size, that will be agreeable with us."
I'm just gonna make sure that we don't look hostile in any way because we don't want to piss off a stellar dragon.
if it wants to destroy us, it'll destroy us.
I know, but I don't want to make us look like we're hostile to give it reason.
So you've never heard of a story of one of these creatures destroying someone unprovoked. So there is that.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure that we're not provoking it, you know?
All right.
Sure. I'll just cast Dragon Ward. That won't provoke it at all.
So its long, sinewy form approaches, and its head itself is like the size of your ship. And it closes in and breaches the air envelope, and you hear a low voice come from its gaping maw as it says, "You can call me Omicron Percy Arctic."
Oh, can you spell?
No. If you're not wise enough to pick up his name, he says,
Sass.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He says,
Omicron Persiatric.
I was asking you, not the dragon.
I know that. I know you were. He then
But he is a
says,
dragon.
You are curious to me. I have a moment to speak. What is it you wish? Company of the Broken Sword. Wait, did you signal that or not?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Braxon said the blade, but he would have
Okay,
said
then he would have said
if
the
it
blade
carried
rather
on.
than Company of
Yeah.
the Broken Sword. Sorry.
No, that's fine. Braxton would say, "We are the company of the Broken Sword, and we go around and fight for good and peace and justice. We're just on our way to Grey Space, where my companion here is hoping to defeat a great evil there. We've been hearing some rumors that something strange is going on in spheres. If you knew anything about that, we would be happy to hear that.
Strange chefs, mammalian in shape.
Such things are beneath my notice. What you creatures do with your time is of little interest to me.
There's a sphere. I mean, great and powerful dragon. I wanted to know if you had known of this dark star in gray space, a place of evil and undeath that I must go to as my duty as a paladin. I was wondering if you know of it.
This place is known to me. Filled with great evil it is. But it is an evil of your kind, not mine.
I see.
I would warn you to be prepared for the darkness it holds. If you have holy magics, such things would be of great use to you. Allies you may wish to look for as well. I hear that monitors would be much interested in cleansing such a place if you wish.
Oh. Do you know of any monitors in gray space?
Yes. Yes. If you make it known that you wish a monitor to aid you in such a cause, they tend to appear.
Thank
Ask for Lady Bethia. And with that, he starts turning away. And it takes a while for it to move away because as it's moving away, like you can see how long this thing is. This thing is like a third the length of a dragon rock.
Yeah.
Yes, Braxon, you were about to say?
Well, Braxton would shout at it, "Thank you," as it leaves.
At that point, its head is already outside of your air envelope.
you. Okay. Lady Bethia. Okay. I'm gonna have to find Lady Bethia then.
That doesn't happen to ring any bells for me, does it?
No, it does not.
I'll have to check the guide. I'll have to check the guide we got to see if it mentions a Lady Bethia in it.
It will not.
Okay.
Lafdul.
That's a good thing to keep in mind. Thank you.
Oh, and what was that? That was one of those outer planar creatures. I've forgotten the name of it.
Stellar dragons. Oh, the
that was-
Minotaur.
Monitor.
Monitor.
It's a monitor. It's basically it's more of a spelljammer creature, I believe. It's like a giant flying centaur-like creature that's lawful good and basically fights for good causes.
They are believed to be agents of the gods of good, though.
Right, yeah, they're agents of the gods of good, but they also fly around in the crystal spheres. And the Phlogiston. They travel all over. I'm going to have to locate this lady Bethia in Gray Space then.
Lucky you. Maybe Tyr sent the Stellar Dragon this way. Maybe you should thank him.
I will certainly give my prayers to Tyr for his aid here.
Or even Ogma, you know. Ogma's a deity of wisdom, might have passed along. I'm just saying, thank, whoever.
Maybe.
But not Aravan. Definitely not Aravan.
Mhm.
Aravan had
Definitely
nothing to do
not.
Certainly not.
hang on.
Besides-
He would enjoy terrorizing me.
Besides,
Thinking not another dragon.
Besides knowing what Stellar Dragon's diet is, it's most likely Ogma that sent him.
Fair enough.
it. You don't know anything about what the
Yeah.
Stellar Dragon's diet is.
Not as a character, but player. I do.
Well, I'm going to be giving prayers to Tyr for this, but okay. I've written down that little note. Okay, so I'm good.
My apprentice is in awe and shock and is absolutely terrified of the prospect of adventuring now.
Yeah, so
I-
definitely I'm pretty sure both Ingritha and
Just call
I
him
think
Louis.
I messed up a little bit with Ingritha against the brown dragon, but against this guy certainly the fear radius is pretty substantial, and basically everyone on board the ship, with the potential exception of your PCs yourselves, would have been like shivering in fear at this thing. Not like
Fair
not
enough.
running in terror, but just like
A dragon fear.
yeah.
I'm surprised we weren't affected, even at
I
level,
just
some
didn't.
of us.
I just didn't care to have you guys roll because it didn't matter
Fair
I
enough.
got 12
unless you
level
decided to fight it,
Oh,
which
no.
would have been.
You just get lucky with the disintegrate roll,
I mean, let's just say I would have had to send a message to the two new players coming in to be like, "Sorry, game's done."
Uh,
They all got
Yeah.
killed. I guess I start with just you two.
before Solas works on his next scroll after he's done with the current one, I'm gonna have to ask him to cast Commune for me.
I don't think you can cast it for
Uh,
another deity.
Yeah,
I don't think.
it's.
Oh,
I think it's more.
Oh, I was gonna ask him to like contact his deity and
Mhm.
ask if this Lady Bethia's in Gray Space, and maybe get a few other questions answered.
Yeah. I can ask.
I'm okay with you putting two and two together to suspect that Lady Bethia is in Gray Space.
Well,
Mhm.
I was going to try to narrow it down to a planet.
I mean,
like,
the
that's
Stellar Dragon did say that if you make your intentions known, the monitor appears.
Yeah,
Also-
so just
also
declare
you
like
can-
a crusade or whatever.
Also, you can like wait until you get into Gray Space and then
Fair enough.
ask.
Mm-hmm.
That'll give him
Yeah,
time to finish his stuff.
That's fair enough. I'll wait until we get to Gray Space, but when we get there, I'm gonna try to narrow down what planet he might be on, because it sounds like I need to let this Lady Bethia know, and she can get in contact with a monitor.
Or the monitor is Lady Bethia.
Right.
Since monitors do have names.
Mm-hmm.
So the dragon finally passes, and yeah, this thing miles long. You would not have wanted to deal with this thing.
Yeah,
What's
no,
its
our ship would
closest
have been.
color?
Oh, so like it is black with glittering white tips of its scales, kind of thing, and the scales are enormous.
I mean,
that's why
I
it
was
looked like-
carving something, but not this.
That's why it looked like a star field from far away.
Mm-hmm.
I got like 3 pounds of obsidian. I might try and carve it into something, but into a stellar dragon. No,
You can do
I've
that.
been inspired.
The tips on the scales looked reminded you of pearls from up close.
Did it leave anything?
No.
Yeah,
No, it did not poop for you.
worth a check.
I mean, if you want more, monster refuse to go through,
No.
Please no. Please no.
I don't know. I'm just noting that there's been a trend with Lafdul here.
I don't want to search through poop.
When I said refuse, I mean like
I know.
not.
You didn't say that. I said it.
He misses the Otolux on Brow.
I don't think anybody misses the Otiox.
I do.
That
I
was fun.
do.
He was like, I guess I have to crawl in the poop with the Otiox, and I was like,
Ugh.
well, I thought we was all going to do it, but if you're volunteering,
Well, at least now Lafdul can pretend to be one, so it doesn't feel as bad.
True.
And you made friends.
yeah.
That's a one-way street.
All right.
I mean, Otyuks can be friends.
So let me roll for Solas's first spell on that
It was
scroll.
prayer.
Actually, think of the leads you could get from the Otiox.
And then you're starting a second one?
Yeah, second prayer.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll tell you where you can get the best trash in the city.
No, they help find a murderer.
True.
Okay, and that will fill up that scroll.
I think I
I'll
had to give him a.
I'll give the
Go
2 prayers to Lafdul.
Eh?
Okay.
What?
Scroll with 2 prayers.
Oh. Cool, thanks.
I did say that I was going to give you a similar set that I gave to Finn.
Yeah, I didn't realize you were going to do another scroll. If it failed, it failed.
And you can move the ship, Braxon. Yes.
Oh,
Lafdul.
sorry. Yeah,
That's okay.
Do you...
another 4 days.
I'm getting a lot of scrolls. Do you... How many Cure Lights or Cure Moderates you got? So I might just give you one of mine.
I
I
made
got-
few. I made a scroll with few of them last when we were traveling onto Dragon Rock.
Because I got like 5 Cure Moderates spread among 3 spells.
Yeah.
And Cure Lights, if you're short on one of them.
I mean, if you want to give me one, I can.
Yeah, no, I'll give you one. I'll give you one with 2 Cure Moderates. Alright, this old.
Mhm.
This one I'm giving to Solas was the first one I've wrote. And that has 2 Cure Moderates on them.
Okay.
That way we got more of a balance between healing on spells and support spells, I guess. Between our characters.
All right. Okay. And you're gonna start a new set of scrolls there, Solas?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
I have one of each spell left.
Okay.
You got 12 days.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna worry too much about tracking the individual events. There aren't going to be any more encounters between here and getting to the sphere wall. So let me go ahead and roll for those 3.
Mm-hmm.
So first, neutralize poison.
Yeah.
Okay. And I need to scroll up to see your percentages again, so that those are on my screen. Okay. All right. So that one filled up the sheet.
Okay.
Just to clarify, because I think I said the first lot of scrolls. It's the second batch I gave them.
Alright.
I just realised I got the first batch lower on the list. I thought I'd put them in alphabetical order, but I didn't.
Yeah, hit me up after so that I can go through my my notes.
Alright.
Alright, and then Cure Light on another scroll.
Yeah, and the prayer if it fits.
Okay. Alright, so the after the Cure Light is done, there is more space.
And I will write the prayer.
Okay, and then the prayer, and that's it?
Yeah, that's what I have ink materials left.
Okay. Give me a second.
What were you... I might have some spare. Hang on.
He's not going to have enough time to
Alright.
get them in there.
Yeah, there's only 12 days left, and these These 2 scrolls used 8 of those 12.
No, I was going to say I've got stuff for Cure Light Wounds if you want to put that on the scroll if it's not full, but...
Well, we can make a new scroll later.
Oh, the only thing actually now, I'm missing the dove feather. That was the only thing I was missing.
A dove feather.
Yeah.
Dove feather steeped in willowback tea. I'm missing this.
I have 2 dove feathers.
I'm missing the wounded person blood as well. So
Would
I'm actually missing 2 things.
would a slinker feather help?
No.
Most definitely not.
It needs to be specific feather.
Okay. All right. So hit me up after the game to get those scrolls moved around, Lafdul.
Yeah, it was just one that I traded with him.
All right. So let's go through. You can go ahead and move the ship up to the sphere wall. And
Okay.
Braxon, anything in particular that you want to get done in that last bit of time, or like right before?
We
entering
haven't
Bloodstone?
done the hull inspection, and especially since we had some parasites in the ship. Braxon would want to do that.
Okay, give me a ship carpentry check.
Okay. Right.
You can go around on your fly.
I can go around on the fly. That's it, especially since I've got
Fly
enough
away.
time. Hang on. Where am I? There we go.
Okay. You inspect the hull, and everything appears to be in good shape.
Okay.
You don't notice any barnacle-like things or anything like that.
Yeah. And I guess now Braxton knows that fly works for a long time. He can do a ship inspection quite fast. He'd probably have the ship drop out of Spelljammer speed, rather than accidentally fly out the air envelope and just disappear.
I mean, when you're
Don't
within
jinx
the air
yourself.
envelope, when you're within the air envelope, you're moving relativistically.
Yeah, I know that, but you've only got to fly 1 inch too far and you're screwed.
So on the trip out to the sphere wall, 2 more pay periods will pass.
Right. I thought that was 33 days that we did. Did I underestimate that?
It was 36
okay,
total.
That's recorded.
And then you had 1 day on Dragon Rock.
Hmm. And how long did it take us to go down to Zakara? Was that 34 days?
You were down there. It was more than that. I have it split between 31 days last session and then 14 days of previous session, which included some days while you were waiting to get a ship down there, and then the first leg of the trip.
14 plus 31.
Yeah. So 45 days total from when you got to Dragon Rock and then when you got back up to Dragon Rock.
Right.
That includes 6 days that you were on Dragon Rock waiting for a ship down.
Oh, right, okay.
I should have given more than a year's supply of money to my Thieves Guild. Judging by how long we're taking.
Well, to be fair, I didn't think we'd be spending it. I didn't think we'd spend an entire month on Toril.
Yeah. Has it been 5 months, 6 months? Anyone know or not? Since we left Brawl. I think we're at 4 or 5. I'm not sure which.
I thought we were around 4 months.
We've spent.
I think it's closer to 5.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we're getting to 5,
Yeah.
if not 5 already.
Yeah, trips between spheres take a while.
Mhm.
Yeah, I should probably put more money on my Thieves Guild next.
I mean,
they are just
Bellis
going
is
to-
going to be like generating income for you, and so is Iset. And like you could have indicated that
If I
Samaria
thought, yeah.
can come to them for like to be like, oh yeah, Lafdul owes us money, and you can be like, if she says it, you can trust her 100%, kind of thing, or something. Or however you wanted to phrase it, basically.
Yeah.
Like, not necessarily Samaria, but someone else.
No. I'm just wondering if I should periodically communicate with my Thieves Guild whenever I have the opportunity, like if I'm in a new sphere and estimated return time.
I mean,
you know.
you can hire some couriers to take messages back if you want.
Yeah. Well, I didn't think of it until now, so it would have to be when I'm in Grey Space.
Well, what would they want you to do? in
I
other
can
spheres?
send them money, but you know.
No. I mean, would they want you to send things to other thieves guilds?
No.
No, they just want me to pay my dues when I meet them next, or if they haven't been taking it off other sources.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I mean, Lafdul is a pretty nice moneymaker for them because he's off of Brawl, not making any
Yeah.
trouble, not any risk to the Thieves Guild at all, and paying monthly dues.
And also paid for 2 people to stand up in court. They didn't even need to do a single thing.
Yeah, Lafdul pays like a ton of money to them.
Yeah. Oh, well, look how useful they've been. So.
Yeah.
So he gets a little bit more leeway than you would expect.
Also,
Yeah, I would
one
hope.
one bonus with Lafdul is also that he doesn't compete with other members for the joints to case.
Mhm.
Well, I mean,
Is
it's
it-
something you can think about next time you get to a port. Solas, anything that you want to do in those last few days and before getting into the phlogiston?
I will start making more paper.
Okay. Ockar, how
Fucking
about you?
Nothing in specific outside of what I already said I was doing.
Okay. How about you, Finn?
Just tending my plants.
Okay. And what about you, Lafdul?
I'm just training my apprentice and obviously receiving training myself. So.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I also read the book that Lafdul gave me, and after I've read it, I will put it in the library.
All right.
Yeah, the other
Same
thing.
is-
Sorry, go on.
Same is true with the Book of Desert Flora and Fauna that I bought from Zaghara.
Okay. And Braxon, you were saying?
Yeah, the other thing Braxon will do after a full hull inspection, he would pray to Patar for guidance for being able to navigate through the phlogiston, and he would also pray for us to be able to find a monitor in grey space.
Okay.
Maybe this monitor's working for Patar. That'd be fun.
Yeah, maybe.
Is Batar good or is he neutral?
He's neutral.
Nah.
It's not gonna happen.
Mhm.
All right. But yes, you do have a phlogiston trip ahead of you. So let's go ahead and actually bring you over to the phlogiston so that I can change the sphere chart for gray space. And with that, you will enter the phlogiston, find or attempt to find the river that you need to take you to gray space.
If I roll badly, does that mean we end up at hero space or Kryn space?
No.
You could end up with a
Different
sphere
rivers.
entirely.
No, he doesn't want the extra work and to delay the gray space thing.
Also
Right.
different rivers.
Well, he could find the wrong river. Like that would
besides,
be
isn't-
possible, but
Besides, wasn't the river between Hero Space and Realm Space one way only?
not Hero Space. I believe Kryn Space.
Yeah.
I don't think you can get to Kryn Space from Realm Space. You can get to Realm Space from Kryn Space, but not the other way around. I think.
Okay.
I don't know.
Am
To a
I-
certain
am I
extent,
making?
I've kind of
Sorry.
ignored that because I don't care so much. Like that gets to a little bit more than I really want to deal with.
Am I making a roll, or are we doing that next
No,
time?
we'll do that next time. I just wanted to bring you over so that I during the week I can start changing
What's
the planetary layout.
what's the estimated travel time between Grey Space and Realm Space?
Month, give or take.
Okay.
Yeah.
A month,
Depends on
give or
how-
take a month.
Alright, that's still something we can work on. I'm just trying to think. Would any of our letters, do we think, well, at least the ones I sent out, either to Lanelius through the Elven Imperial Navy or to Vardra, would have met them by now? Or
Gray space is a big sphere, so
Not Grey
you're
Space,
you're
huh?
looking at least a month to get to a planet, the first planet, and that's assuming that the Spectre is on your side of the sphere wall.
Yeah. Alright, so I was just gonna inquire about Solas contacting them, but it's still too early then.
By the time, like, maybe when you get into gray space, maybe I'd have to think about that, but, like, that's really going to depend on, like, Lanelius would have to be stationed at the Spectre, and you don't know where he's stationed for it to have gotten to him by that point. By the time you get to the, either the Spectre or the Spectre's orbit, yes, it will have gotten to Lanelius, guaranteed by that point. So you can either do that like right around the time that you're getting to the Spectre, or you could even do it like the day before you get to the first planet that you decide to stop at.
Oh, there was something No,
What?
I was just thinking about you can make your regular holy water into blessed holy water if you pray on it. I just can't remember what. Was that an entire day thing?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
In order to use draw upon power, holy might, you had to use a blessed thing of holy water by a priest, a high priest of your faith. But you said we can do it ourselves as long as we spend a day doing it, and I'm not sure if it was like an entire day of praying.
I would probably say it would have to be a whole day, but
Alright.
I'll have to remind myself.
XP is coming.
Yes, XP is coming. All right. So first of all, that is going to be right. Solas is getting XP for scrolls. I need to figure that out. I should have had that up already. Can you calculate out the total number of spell levels while I'm pulling this up? That is.
The total number for spell levels is the same as the number of days, so 30.
Okay. So that is going to be...
Since it's 1 day per spell level to make a scroll.
Is he getting the XP for... I can't remember, because Prieston gets XP for doing research, but
It's magic item creation.
Yeah, they get
Yeah.
XP for that. Give me a second. Okay, so that is going to be 3,000 for your priest, Solas, and let's see, that is going to be 500 total Solas as well. 700
That's the one.
for Lafdul. 700 for
Mhm.
Finn, 700 for Ockar, and 500 for Braxon.
Oh. Okay. Braxon was naughty.
No, I think me and Finn got something for helping the infestation.
Yeah,
thing.
and using powers
Yeah.
to do so.
Yeah. Braxon just waved his sword and put things in boxes.
Well, that got you XP.
Yeah.
And there was role playing. You did you got
Mhm.
you got role playing XP too. All right. So when we come back next time, the party is going to be heading towards Gray Space. So a little bit of a phlogiston journey. And we'll have a pair of new players joining us as well. So I want to thank you guys for playing, and I want to thank everyone out there for watching. We shall see you next time.
Thanks for the game.
Thanks for the game, everyone. Take care.
See you then, everyone.
Thanks, everybody.